Genesis 14. And it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, king of Shinar, Arioch, king of Elasar, Kedar Eloma, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of nations, that they made war with Bera, king of Sodom, Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Sinab, king of Adam, Shemeba, king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, that is Zoar. Verse 3. All these joined together in the valley of Siddim, that is the Salt Sea. 12 years they served Kedorlaomer, and in the 13th year they rebelled. In the 14th year of Kedorlaomer, and the kings that were with him came and attacked the Rephaim in Ashtaroth, Karnam, the Zuzim in Ham, the Iman in Shev Kirathaim, or Kiriataim, and the Horites in the mountains of Seir, as far as El Paran, which is by the wilderness. Then they turned back and came to En Mishpat, that is Kadesh, and attacked all the country of the Amalekites, and also the Amorites who dwelt in Hazazon Tamar. And the king of Sodom, the king of Gomorrah, the king of Admah, the king of Zeboim, and the king of Bela, that is Zoar, went out and joined together in the battle in the valley of Siddim, against Kedorlaomer, king of Elam, Tidal, king of the nations, Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elasar. 4 kings against 5. So now the 5 kings, including Sodom, Gomorrah, and Zoar, which we'll hear about later, joined against these kings that were battling and overtaking all these other tribes. Now the valley of Siddim was full of asphalt pits, and the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah fled. Some fell there, and the remainder fled to the mountains. So that means those 5 kings got defeated. They were routed. Verse 11. Then they took all the goods of Sodom and Gomorrah and all their provisions and went their way. They also took Lot, Abram's brother's son, who dwelt in Sodom. Remember, he saw the cities near Sodom, and he obviously moved there, and he must probably eventually move into Sodom, or quite near that he could be taken captive. His goods and departed. Then one who escaped or had escaped came and told Abram the Hebrew, for he dwelt by the terebinth trees of Mamre, the Amorite brother of Eshcol and brother of Anah, and they were allies with Abram. So here's 3 men, Mamre, the brother of Eshcol, and Anah. So they're allies with Abram. Now when Abram heard that his brother was taken captive, obviously meaning his nephew, he armed his 318 trained servants who were born in his own house and went in pursuit as far as Dan. He divided his forces against them by night, and he and his servants attacked them and pursued them as far as Hobah, which is north of Damascus. So he brought back all the goods, and also brought back his brother Lot and his goods, as well as the women and the people. And the king of Sodom went out to meet him at the valley of Shav, that is the king's valley, after his return from the defeat of Kedorlaomer and the kings who were with him. Verse 18, now there's an interjection. Then Melchizedek, king of Salem, brought out bread and wine. He was the priest of God Most High. So now this Melchizedek comes out, and he's a priest to God, and we don't really know much about him. But he brings out bread and wine. It reminds you of the Last Supper. And he blessed him and said, Blessed be Abram of God Most High, possessor of heaven and earth, and blessed be God Most High, who has delivered your enemies into your hand. And he gave him a tithe of all. That's Abram gave this Melchizedek a tithe of all. Now the king of Sodom said to Abram, Give me the persons and take the goods for yourself. But Abram said to the king of Sodom, I have raised my hand to the Lord God Most High, the possessor of heaven and earth, that I will take nothing from a thread to a sandal strap, and that I will not take anything that is yours, lest you should say, I have made Abram rich, except only what the young men have eaten and the portion of the men who were with me, Anna, Eshcol, and Mamre. Let them take their portion.